I bet they didn't tell you that was in the gift bag.
You guys, it's Oscar season, the Super Bowl of Hollywood, and this award show is one of our favorites because the ceremony is always sure to give us a surprise or two, which is why today we're gonna look back at the craziest. First is our favorite Zoolander star, the one and only Ben Stiller, with his hilarious 2010 Oscar stunt where he came out to present an award in full-blown Avatar alien makeup. Minus the fact that he missed an opportunity to do his blue steel look in his blue face, this was perfect. Next up is the incredibly powerful and emotional moment Halle Berry became the first African-American woman to win Best Actress in 2002.
This moment is so much bigger than me.
Her moving speech still gives us chills to this day. Up next is a completely different kind of crazy moment when Bjork arrived at the 2001 Oscars wearing the infamous swan dress. Call her crazy for wearing something that weird, but she clearly knew what she was doing because we're still talking about it. And in another awesomely infamous Oscar fashion moment, up next is Angelina and her right leg that was seen around the world. Before there was Left Shark, there was Angelina's right leg. Seriously, her leg became a meme that took over the internet for a week. It doesn't get crazier than that. Or does it? Next, we've got South Park writers Trey Parker and Matt Stone that showed up in dresses to the 2000 Oscars. Obviously, those weren't just any dresses. Trey was wearing a version of J-Lo's notoriously low-cut Grammys dress, while Matt opted for a look that mirrored Gwyneth Paltrow's 1999 pink Ralph Lauren Oscar gown. But the craziest part of this stint is that they didn't look half bad in either of their getups. It takes some major balls to pull that off. Literally. Now let's change the tune to a more serious but still totally awesome Oscar moment when Kathryn Bigelow became the first woman to win Best Director for The Hurt Locker in 2010.
This really is, there's no other way to describe it. It's the moment of a lifetime.
We love that Kathryn didn't make a huge deal about being a woman in her speech because it isn't a big deal. You hear that, Hollywood? One kind of cool side fact about this win, though, was that Kathryn beat out her ex-husband James Cameron for his work on Avatar for the award. Talk about success being the best form of revenge, am I right? Up next, it's a moment that came out of the Oscars before most of us were even watching them, when a photographer named Robert Apel streaked across the stage during the 1974 Oscars.
And someone, quite likely,
the audience was in total shock, and I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing that the internet was not around to go crazy over the moment back then. Probably a good thing, right? Next on our list is a moment that wasn't quite as shocking as a streaker, but it still had us freaking out. It's Adrien Brody's kiss with Halle Berry during his 2003 Oscar win. I mean, when one of the most beautiful women in the world is right there for one of the most incredible moments of your life, what else are you supposed to do? We're all about this bold move, and Halle didn't seem to mind it either. Up next is the selfie that broke Twitter. Thanks to the always hilarious Ellen DeGeneres, this star-packed selfie broke the Twitter record for the most retweeted tweet of all time with over 3 million retweets. If the pic isn't the definition of squad goals, I honestly don't know what is. And last but not least, how could we forget Jennifer Lawrence's awkwardly epic trip up the stairs when she won her Best Actress Oscar for Silver Linings Playbook in 2013.
Award and second nomination for Jennifer Lawrence. She was previously nominated in this category for Winter's Bone.
This trip solidified J-Law as our Woman Crush Wednesday for the rest of all time. She handled the fall with grace and laughed at herself, later joking that a certain curse word definitely played in her head the moment she fell. Minus the fact that she did this during the Oscars, we can totally relate.